Go over and find a nearby mirror and cast your gaze in its direction. And there you will see your reflection. Look within and you shall see the one who now is looking at me. Sorry, that was poor rhyming structure, but it'll do in a pinch. If you don't recognize me behind this gigantic eye, and the eye actually on top of my head, well, let me just fill in the blanks for you. My name? Well, it's Bob Doyle. You wouldn't know it from normally over here, where? Here, right up there. There's a logo that says The Bob Doyle Show, but I forgot to do it. Let's see what happens if I push this button. Oh, it worked! How about that, ladies and gentlemen? It is a miracle. Let's check in with your comments, and when I do, you'll see me in the corner for real. Hello, this is what I really look like, in case you didn't know. If you just stumbled upon this because you saw this crazy big purple eye on the screen. Looks something like this. He said, well, I wonder what that's about, and I think there's an elephant and a giraffe. Who's this Bob Doyle character, you may think to yourself? I know there was a guy in this film called The Secret, which literally everybody on the planet saw. That's not true. I run into people each and every day who have no idea what that's all about.
That was ego.
Okay, so look, what am I here to talk about? Well, is it going to be self-serving? Probably. Hey, look, my mom's in there. My mom has a hard time looking at this stuff because when she birthed me, I was supposed to look like this. So, I get it. I have people telling me that they have a problem with the old, when I do the old face. They don't like that. They don't like it. Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. Because apparently I think if I really assess what else could I have done with my life, so many things. But now that I look at what I'm doing, I'm going, I probably should have been a puppeteer or something, right? All these faces, all these things, it's like puppetry. Hey, look, there is a reason I'm here to talk to you today. First of all, it's because, and hi, Carol. Tracy's mom's Carol. Our moms are both named Carol. How is that possible? Let's find out by going to the comments. Good morning or good evening, says Martina. And Dawn is here, and she knows this. She knows this button well. She was around when I first wrote these letters on, not around here. She wasn't here. I wasn't even here. I lived in a totally different place. It was a completely different life, my friends. Thank you. Okay, I don't know how that happened, and I don't know how to undo it. Why is that there, and how can I change it? Hold on a second. There, okay. I don't know, but you saw it. But hey, you know what? That's fine. Had a big free advertisement for the Bob Doyle Show, which is what you're watching right now. So there is a reason I brought you here today, and it wasn't just to annoy my mom with faces that aren't mine. I'm here to, I know, you're going to say, really, again? Again? Yes, again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to point you to some Instagram. Now, but this time, at least at this moment in the conversation, I'm not talking about the Bob Doyle Show Instagram. That will be in just a few minutes when I'm done talking about this. So over on Instagram at Bob Doyle from The Secret, I've started doing live streams over there, and I've committed to doing them 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And it's just kind of what I always did here for freaking years on Facebook, which is, I pick a topic, and then I talk about it, and then I take your questions. Hi, Annette, and Annette has been over there on Instagram watching those. Cher has commented on them, I think. Were you live? You were live with me one time over there, right? So anyway, I'm doing those things. Lives on Instagram. What? I just spend so much time over on Instagram now doing the other crazy stuff. Anyway, but this is what it looks like. I'm going to have a hard time controlling this, I think, but there. So now, recently, and so what happens is I go live, and then the recordings of the live are archived over on IGTV, the IGTV channel here. Is this going to work? Normally it pops up and plays, but I'm not sure how to make it work. It's weird, but we don't have to go there. You know how to click things. So been getting into some basics over there. So go check that out if you want to. Bob Doyle from The Secret. Bob Doyle from The Secret at Instagram. So it's instagram.com/Bob Doyle from The Secret. Now let me, if I can. This is really tedious because I'm using my iPad as a third monitor, and everything is super small. So it's like doing surgery here to try to get to the screens I want. Now, let's see if this will work. Go forward. Will it work? Yes, now we're talking about the Bob Doyle Show Instagram. So see, basically what I'm saying is I've got two internet presences over at Instagram. One is Bob Doyle Show, where you see this stuff. The faces, done with AI, and then, you know, I use various programs to make them talk. Why should you go watch these? I don't know. Somebody else needs to explain that. Because I don't know. I just know that I've done a lot of them. Maybe over 100, 200. I don't know. I should count. But it's all just about animating faces. I don't know if it's entertaining, but some people go there. So if you go there, why? Why do you do it? Cher goes over there. She likes a lot of them. Let's check in with Cher. We'll just watch the comments here. They're funny, says Annette. I guess Annette watches them too. And they only take like 15 seconds of your time, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like a big freaking time commitment. But if you want to, you could binge on them. Why, Bob, then? Why again? Could you just explain why? I can't explain why. Oh, I wish I could. But I guess I'm just asking. Go over here, check them out, and start clicking on stuff. We got Frankenstein's talking. I wonder why that doesn't... That's supposed to click... That's supposed to go. It did it when I was testing. What if I do this? No. I'm just experimenting. There we go. I don't think the audio's on. I don't think I can try to click it. I'm having a hard time because it's so tiny. It doesn't matter. I'm getting obsessed again. I've been known to do that. Now, hopefully it's not. I can't tell if it's actually playing or not, so hopefully it's not, because it's just going to keep looping while I'm back here. You like the anime faces? Well, here they are again. Yes, I know, and when Tracy's here, it's great. Now, of course, it's the weekend, ladies and germs. Whoops, that's not. Ladies and germs, it's not. Tracy's not here. I've already seen her today, in fact. She came over. We had coffee-ish. That sounded sordid. It wasn't. She brought the dog. I got to see Harper. Harper the dog. Who's seen Harper? Raise your hand. Nice and high so I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, if you haven't, you got to. I don't know if I have any pictures. All right, so Cher says, I think she's referring back to the Instagram stuff. They're entertaining. So, look, just check them out if you want to. It's like if you're in a waiting room. Let's do some use cases. When would you use this? Hold on. Maybe I can... Let's see. This is that weird Snapchat filter where it shaves me. And turns me orange, apparently. Use cases. You're in a dentist's office. You're waiting for your turn. And you're tired of reading the magazines. You don't want to read Reader's Digest again. Do they even have that anymore? Highlights magazine. Is that still a thing? Like, can you go to a dentist? Anyway, the point is you're tired of all of that. You don't want to commit to like a show. They could call you in at any second. You need brevity, my friends, brevity. To give little entertainment dopamine hits to your brain just every 15 to 30 seconds. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, you run on over here. Okay, I need him to stop now. How do I do that? Stop. How about this? This? There. Boy, I hope that wasn't playing that whole time. That would have been annoying. Oh, no, I meant to be here. So you just go over here and you just start clicking around, my friends. Look at all these faces. Almost all of them generated by artificial intelligence. And I'm not talking about me. Ha ha ha. Okay, I am having a hard time scrolling. Sorry, I'm yelling. I think I'm yelling. Kids grew up with highlights. I grew up with highlights. I can't remember the kids. You know what I'm talking about. The kids in the cartoon and like Goofus and Gallant. Right? They were highlights, right? Goofus and Gallant. Gallant taught you good manners, how to behave appropriately in social situations, where Goofus, well, you figured out from the name what not to do. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? So what's everyone up to on this fine, fine Saturday? Here in Las Vegas, it is the perfect time of year to be here. It is why you live in Vegas. We endure that summer stuff, 110 to 115. I know some of you are like, hey, I live in Phoenix or whatever. Cry me a river. But now it's about 60-something degrees with a high today expected of 72. Not a cloud in the sky, and just freaking awesome. I could drive to the mountains, to the prairies. God bless America. All right, now everybody, that looks like my old headshot face. Let's check it out again. Which headshot? I did have a headshot where my hair was all slicked back and I was totally orange like this. Snapchat does such a great older person. And they have the baby, but they don't have the old one. This is still one of my favorites, but the glasses screw it up, and the problem is if I don't use my glasses, I cannot read the comments. That's what it's come to, my friends. The eyes have just said, nah. But then that screws that up, which is unfortunate. This one's good, except the hair just kind of cuts off awkwardly. And there's just no making this voice work with that face. Whoops. All right. I'm getting distracted. So now I'm just going to use my real face from this point on. So I asked the question, what's everybody doing? I don't know the answer, so let's find out. Artificial tree upstairs from the garage. That's my mom. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Tracy's gone. I'm bringing in the tree. And I'm setting it up. And she's going to show up tomorrow. And she's going to be so surprised. Now, I'm not going to do lights and stuff because guys, am I right? Are there any guys out there? Has a guy ever watched it? I'm not going to put up the lights and decorations. Why would I not? Why would I not? Because then I would just have to watch them being taken down and re-put up again. Worse, I would be doing the taking down. I just did this. I can't decorate a tree. I'm 55 years old. You don't think I can decorate it? Look, first of all, I'm totally kidding. Tracy is not like that. Hardly ever. No, I'm kidding. God, I just can't resist the line, even when it's at her expense. It's just not nice. That's not good boyfriend behavior. If she were here right now, All right, I am going to let her do the decorating share, that's for sure. I'll, reach the high places because I'm a little taller. So I'll probably put the angel or the star or the whatever we put on the top of the tree here. That'll probably be me. This will be, I guess, our second. We actually did a live broadcast Christmas morning last year. I don't know what's going to happen this year. My mom would like someone to put the lights up. I can't blame her. It is just the biggest, it's just the least fun part. Right? I want one of those trees that, just has the net on it. A pre-lit is fine. I've had plenty of pre-lit in my life, but now they've got all these app-controlled lighting situations where you wrap it around and then you can just use an app and it can be whatever color and design and animated. That's the Bob Doyle Christmas tree. Carol is planning to get the Christmas done outside and then start on the inside. Carol, Tracy's mom. This is all very confusing, but she definitely decorates for the holidays. I got the skinny on this. The whole house. When I was there, it was October stuff in all the rooms. Little pumpkins and fall, hints of fall. Am I right? You wouldn't know. Why am I asking you? Now, Carol could know. Carol knows because she did it. So she's going to say, you are right, or some version of that. Okay. Is there a VR Santa Village to putz around in? Oh, Dawn, may I just say, a new era is dawning. In VR. So many reasons. But may I just go down this road? Okay, first of all, some of you know I used to do a lot more broadcasting from VR, using VR characters, dots, and so on and so forth. Technology changed. I wasn't able to do it as much. Technology keeps evolving, but then all the sets and all the characters I used to have were just gone and useless, and so I just haven't been playing in there. And I use the Quest more, and the program I use, Flipside, isn't necessarily a Quest app, and so I didn't think it was going to work. Anyway, long story short, I now have access to a lot of the old sets again and characters. It's so easy to change them out now. It works great with the Quest 2, which means I can do it from anywhere in the house. So that's exciting. Along the VR front. So yeah, and yes, there is Santa stuff. There's several versions of Christmas stuff to do. I've got to get in there. That's what I should do this weekend. I'm shitting on myself right in front of everyone. Let's check in with everyone right now. Saturday evening, we're Sarah Jane. Where have you been? And Carol said, as I predicted, she said, you're right. My mom usually starts with the outside, but she's just not motivated for that, so she start with the tree this year. Let's shake it up. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, we got to shake it up. It keeps life interesting. So that's one thing. Now let me show you something else. Now I'm going to just give this a sneak peek, because I'm going to, as part of Luscious Living Lifestyle, Tracy and I are going to do a full-on review of this, what I'm about to show you. You may have seen, I've seen it in my timelines all over the place because I clicked on it once and that's it. They need to understand they don't need to do that anymore. Now you all know about the Sound Lounge, right? The InHarmony Sound Lounge, where you lay on the mat and the music plays and the vibration, and it's transcendent and awesome when we talk about it all the time. You know what I'm talking about, right? Good. Okay, now imagine if you could wear a Sound Lounge. What are you talking? Let me get that reflection off of there as much as I can. This is the Woozer Vest. The Woozer Vest Edge. It has 6 transducers in it that surround your body, and you play music, games, movies, etc. The audio comes through this and like that. Hooks up to the Quest, so now you're in VR. If you get hit with something in VR, music playing, you know what I'm saying? You can listen to the same meditative sort of low tone stuff, and you get that, you get the hum, and you can just do it anywhere. So Tracy and I are going to do a whole little review about using this with the VR with various apps we have in VR. Some meditative, some just rambunctious. Like, again, roller coaster And I can do it anywhere in the house. So it's wearable and it's transportable. Now it is not the exact same experience as the Sound Lounge, because the Sound Lounge is full body, and that makes a huge difference. You're getting your arms, you're getting your legs. This is in no way any kind of replacement for the lounge. The lounge is, everybody needs it. Like Carol would lay on the lounge. I can't see her walking around in the vest all day, right? But you still get the frequencies. Like they don't market this as any kind of sound therapy device. It's for games and movies and entertainment. And by the way, this packaging is the coolest packaging I have seen in years. We're going to do an unboxing. I put it back in here so you can see what the presentation of this is. It is insane. Like, we were absolutely in awe. Every time you lift something up, you're going, this is incredible. So that's exciting, and we'll be talking about that. And Dawn, of course, talking about let's set some time aside and play in VR, because she has a Quest 2, as many new people will this year, because the Quest 2 was only, well, it has a much lower price point than most virtual reality headsets out there, and incredible specs, meaning it's a good machine. This will be a big Quest 2 Christmas this year, so people who never probably would have a year ago considered having VR in their house may have it. And which means that opens up the possibility for all kinds of cool virtual reality, social interaction. Doing something in VR with the Bob Doyle Show would suddenly make sense, because people could actually show up. Still think we're some time away from that, but it's time we can get in there and start. So I've met up with Dawn in there once before. Where were we? In AltSpace or something. One of these places that we'll be using for doing our live events in VR. And we can certainly broadcast from VR to your regular screen, just like we've done many times before. But all that to say, it's just a fun time in technology. Are there any questions? I'll just sit here with my arms crossed and my head upside down, waiting for a response. Now, if I just sit here quietly like this, and, you've been watching for however long you've been watching, but there's people who are just scrolling their timeline, and they're just gonna scroll, and they're gonna see my head upside down. Now, are they gonna stop? Would you stop? If I was scrolling down timeline and I saw, I don't know, Bob Proctor or Jack Canfield's head talking, but it was upside down on their shoulders, I'd stop and go, what is going on? Why are they talking upside down? What is happening right now? And so I figure if I just keep talking like this for, I don't know, the rest of my life, there's going to be people who stop just out of curiosity. And if you've stopped out of curiosity to find out why my head is upside down, I invite you to stick around. Go to my YouTube channel at bobdoyleshow.com and hit subscribe. Follow me right here on Facebook. Go check me out at Instagram at Bob Doyle Show. Law of Attraction fan? How about Bob Doyle from The Secret? Again, over at Instagram. We covered this before. So what you can do is when this is over, you can watch the replay over and over again. You can gather friends and family and say, hey, you guys, you just got to trust me on this. And then you say whatever you want to say after that. Oh yeah, Wander. Dawn introduced me to, I had Wander. Wander is an app for the Quest 2, which is think like Google Earth, where you can go anywhere. But instead of like 3D geometry and stuff like that you can fly and walk through, it's photographs that have been taken, street level pictures, all of which are accessible within Google Earth as well. But Wander takes a few steps further in certain areas. You can see what certain places look like in different years if they have the archives of that photograph. So that's cool. We'll have to do a walkthrough of Wander right here soon. Maybe I'll do it later today. But Dawn introduced me to the concept of following. You can bring someone in, and I still don't know how many people can be brought into a group, but I can be in VR and I can be at the Mount Rushmore. Dawn can be also in VR, hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Pop on, we see each other online. I can basically invite her in to be where I am, so she can see the same pictures that I do, and then if I say, invite her to follow me. If she follows me, then wherever I go in the app, she just goes along for the ride. She can look around whichever direction she wants to, but she's going to go along. So like she was showing me like where her hometown and stuff, and I'm just like I'm sitting in the van. It's a convertible van because I can see all. You see what I'm saying? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? If you do, type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. My mother, with the words of wisdom, heads shouldn't be upside down. Okay. All right. Well, look, I just needed to, honestly, it was before we left for Chicago that I did anything here. And my studio was in complete disarray because of that video series thing I was doing for the company over in the UK. Now, I had to just do some serious restructuring of it, but now it's all together, feeling relaxed. It's even better than it was before. But I just wanted to get back into the group, push all the buttons, go live, make sure everything's happening, which I think it is. Now, the one last request I have of you is to have an amazing day. Now, what are you going to do to make sure that happens? Now, some of you are at the end of your day, so you lucked out. Your homework is easy. You just go to sleep without, stubbing your toe or something. You're good. But what if you're like me and you're just kind of getting started, even though it is almost 11? Look, I've been up since 5:30. I'm not just getting started. What are you going to do? Had somebody answer about the Christmas. My mom. Somebody. Look, I have to piece this information together and retain it during the course of a live broadcast. Let's see you do it. And I didn't say I do it expertly, obviously. I just referred to my mom as someone. All right, well, I guess the response to my question about what you're going to do today is underwhelming. So it's back to the upside down head again. They need, I love playing with these things, but they need some new ones. I think the glasses screw up the baby look here. I'm sure this disturbs my mother as well. All right, I'm going to go by pushing this button, and I'm just going to vanish. Well, I'm not going to vanish. I'm going to freeze frame for a second, and it might say something like, this broadcast has been interrupted. I don't know what it's going to say. I'm not psychic. Anyway, do your best, make it awesome, and then report back next time I go live and tell me how awesome you made it.